Okay, you're welcome back. EJK,
Yeah.
over to you. You were at the Olympics, of course. Nigeria had the very first outing Nigeria had. It was a very beautiful performance, but losing to the US, of course, well, I can understand that. But you were not at the last championship, really, really busy. What were you doing?
Basically, I had a program, my Educate Budget Foundation. I've been helping a lot of kids, to get education and actually pursue their career in basketball and American football. So basically, not being in the last tournament with Nigeria is just, it's about me doing doing with the Nigerian youths, and it wasn't. I think the preparation wasn't appropriate for me because. I cannot see me going to a tournament and the local players is not there.
Okay, why do you say that exactly? Because why do you say that?
Yeah, because in the Olympics, when I went to the Olympics, I found out I went to Olympics just with all the U.S.-born based players,
Yes.
So I just found out we have a basketball league in Nigeria. Why is nobody there? So I just, it's kind of, and even me that was kind of from grassroots, but I made it to be over there.
Exactly.
The coach found the problem from me, and he don't even trying to, recognize the fact that I was drafted playing in this league.
Hey, for a second, I was going to talk about that because that's when we talked about this grassroots development and all that, what Channels Television is doing, trying to get some kids up there. Now, you were drafted straight from Nigeria. That's something that doesn't happen
league.
from the same Nigerian basketball league, because most times we have our basketball players going over there before they can even get, to play in the NBA. You were drafted straight from here to the NBA. How did that happen?
That's what I'm saying, because, the former people, like the national team is something that Nigerian basketball is where we have hope. Mm-hmm. So playing for the Nigerian Basketball Federation, the NBBF, that's kind of okay. Now we're hoping to be somewhere.
Yes.
And after that, the next thing that happened was, okay, I made it to the national team, which the national team, you want to be seen. You want to play so that people can see you.
See you, of course.
So that's how it happened. So for me coming out to look back and nobody else is coming, it's not right.
Only you.
So that's why I even, I had a conversation with the people, the federation. I said, we cannot do a national team and the local players are not coming out to play.
It simply means the essence of the league, there's a basis for it.
It's pointless.
Oh, does it mean the league is really going down? Because after you, we hardly see players that are being drafted.
No, the thing is, it's not like it's going down, but the thing is, if the motivation for these boys to really play in the national team is all they look for. Like for me, when I was playing in the NBBF league, I said, damn, I want to make it to the national team when I see people like Tunji Awojobi coming in to come show us what they got. And I see people like Olumide coming in to show us what they got. Seeing people like Masa and the rest of them coming in. So we want to be one of them. Yeah. So now when I made it, I turned back, I've not seen anybody come. After me, I've not seen anybody coming out.
I haven't seen anything.
So that's why you see even the Educate Budget Foundation start happening. I said, okay, if it cannot happen for them, let me make something happen for them.
So how far have you gone? And what are you doing this year?
I think next year, 3 of my players are going to be going to the NBA.
That's a huge one.
Yes.
That's a huge one. So what are you doing this year,
I'm doing the same, my camp is going to be coming up on June 5th, in Akwa Ibom, and Abuja. So I'm trying to look for more talents and help them since they cannot make it to the national team or they're not going to believe them. But when they're in the U.S. playing, maybe they will invite them now. Okay,
that is actually the cash cow. Like, if you get to play in the U.S., that's when you can play for the national team.
The people we have around the coaches now, all they think is that basketball is only played in the U.S.
Okay.
No.
Well, you left the U.S. and you play in Turkey, is something right?
Yes, I played in Turkey this last past season.
Your last past season.
Yes.
So, how is it like that?
It's the same basketball everywhere, Like, they play like the U.S. They play like the Nigerians. So, but the thing is, they just prepare their league in a better way whereby, it's
you can have players.
Yes, you can have. And all they're doing is empowering their own children. So, but here in Nigeria, we just got to, even I came one time, I want to play in the Nigerian league. Maybe if they don't understand it, I want to come back and play for the Nigerian league one day. But even last year I tried it, but they said, no, I cannot play. I said, why? Nothing is different.
Okay.
The basketball is the same.
It's the same.
Look at those kids playing over there. Yeah. We're expecting when they get to 15, 17, 18 years old, they want to play in the national
under 17,
team.
They
want to be in the World Cup.
World Cup, exactly.
They're not just going to be playing this and just remain after they finish. They just go, that's a waste of time for them. If their parents will not let them do it.
Yes.
But they feel like these kids have a vision.
There's a future for them.
There's a future. And now they're doing this thing like they want to be somewhere. And look at the World Cup we're coming up, the soccer. Yeah. Everybody most of them are from grassroots. They came up.
Yeah, but 7 of them, about 5 of them will definitely be going to the World Cup.
Thank you.
I think basketball should actually take a clue from that, and what you're doing is really a huge one for them.
Yeah, so that's why, the foundation is, at least we have over 1,000 kids that left Nigeria from the foundation, and now they're in a better position, they're in school, and they're going to make it in basketball, So I think, I just feel like a lot of us a lot of Nigerians should come out and really assist and help,
and do that.
These programs,
Okay, definitely that's what is important. Okay, I won't let you go without you commenting on the NBA. LeBron James, of course, actually surpassing the record by Michael Jordan. Do you think the Miami Heat will win it 3 times like LA Lakers did some time ago?
This is it's a dicey situation. LeBron is really determined to come back and win the champion, but the sports, that's where the problem is going to be. Okay. Because the sports cannot be beaten twice
by the same team.
Yeah, so because if you watch last year, it was kind of a lucky win. It was kind of a lucky win for LeBron and for the Miami Heat, because of if Ray Allen didn't come up and put up what he did the last few minutes, Miami won't beat Spurs. So, but Spurs, they know if they make it to the finals and meeting LeBron again, Miami Heat, it's going to be a big.
You take them to the cleaners.
So nobody knows who's going to take it up.
Okay, HK, thank you so much for being on the show. Hope to have you again.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go for a break now. Of course, when we return, we'll be talking athletics. But before that, the Super Eagles, of course, the camp is full. You have all the players in attendance. They had their first training session last night, and tomorrow night they will be playing against Scotland. After this break, Yusuf Ali will be joining me why we do not have boys getting to the podium anymore. He will tell us about that. Yusuf Ali is in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to have you here.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good.
So now let's get started. What happened in Bahamas?
For me, I think not too bad. It went very well. We had some injury with the guys.
Yes.
But also, and I think the girls always they do well, and they did very well. Coming third in the 4x1 is not too bad. I think by the time we inject 2 new athletes, I think
it will be better.
We'll probably win the Commonwealth Games.
Okay, we won the Commonwealth Games. Definitely Nigeria, we finished 10th. It was really a good one. And that 10th position was possible because of the 4x400 meters. I remember before they actually went for the world relays in Bahamas, the technical director, talking about Nisama, was saying that even if we don't win anything, we know that the girls, the women, in the 4x400 meters, we do so well. And of course, they did that. The 4x100, of course, they tried to finish 4th. That's really a good one for them. But the boys were nowhere to be found in the finals.
I think right now, I think to me, AFNs, we are probably rebuilding. I think it's going to take about 2 or more years for the guys to really actually come up. Because if you look at the world record right now, it's not what it used to be. People are running 9.58 in the 100 meters. We are still running like 10. Yes. I think we have to keep working. And also everything's about funding. And I think the country, when it comes to sports, or sports generally, there's no enough fund for sports. Nigeria go on this yearly budget thing, and I think doesn't go well for sports.
No. Well, what should we do? You just talked about a yearly thing.
I think sports should have probably a 4-year funding.
Okay.
We should have a short-term and a long-term program. The short-term would dovetail to the long-term.
Well, usually we have a budget every year, and it's from the budget that you take the sports funding.
Okay, right
so what
now,
should the government now do? Should they have a separate fund for sports?
They should. We have the Sports Commission. Commonwealth Games starts July 27th. And right now, there's no fund for Commonwealth Games. And,
wait. You're telling me no fund for Commonwealth Games?
No fund no cover has been released to the Sports Commission. And then to talk about the federations, it comes from the Commission to the Federation. I think the issue of sports, if you really want to do well in sports in this country, I think the government must address that issue.
Now, how did you guys get the money to actually go to Bahamas?
The money, I don't want to mention name. I think the president of AFN, from Ogba, he's put up all the money. We see in the we had about 7 meets this year. Golden League. Everything has been Ogba. Funding it. I think it's high time that people should come out. Probably the government also should give the AFN money. In the last 3 years, they have no single dime to the, to our federation. No,
so it's just
nothing.
personal,
It's just personal subsidy
and all that.
I'm
But can AFN, you know, I know that some time ago we had some sponsors and all that. Is it possible for AFN to source for sponsors, because at least we already have a face in athletics now? Blessed local, but it's actually the face. Can we use that?
We have sponsors like under 8 competition, under 18. Okay. We look at those sponsors, but go beyond sponsoring a meet. Okay. So talking about money for the federation, to camp athletes, to prepare athletes for competition. Like now, probably AFN was the only federation that actually went camping for the World Youth Championship. African Youth going on right now. Yes. We're in camping in Sapele and Warri, and also a camp in US and a camp in Nigeria. I think we're only the federation that that did that. Because we are blessed to have someone like Ogba that could put up the money. But other federations don't have that kind of luxury.
No, recently we have a Maurice Green who is supposed to oversee the relay team, and because of this Bahamas game, that's why he was employed. Of course, we know his job will end after the Commonwealth Games. What was his input? Because we felt with him coming in, the boys will have better performance in most of the tournaments.
Well, if you have athletes that are injured, there's nothing
you can do about that. But when the athletes checked before they came to camp,
most of our athletes are aged.
Why do we have to take age athletes to a particular competition?
Because it's what they have. That's why we have this underage commission that is growing. Right now, we must face the fact that our athletes are aged. We must try to do underage competition. We have under 18, under 17. Look at last year, a guy named Divine was
I thought I was going to see Divine in Bahamas. What happened? His
the guy said no. He was penciled down, but he said no. He wants to, have a program he wants to pursue. Go to the Golden League, then to the national trial. Okay. I think he chose a very good part. Okay,
the other leg of the Golden League will be this weekend in Benin. What are we expecting?
On the 7th, we'll be in Benin. That's the final Golden League. Okay. We are still expecting athletes to win the jackpot money, the 2 million star prize. And luckily, the athletes that went to Bahamas, they are all home now.
Okay.
And they will take part in the Golden League final.
Okay, Yusuf, thank you so much for coming. I think definitely we need to have you again for the Commonwealth Games to talk more about that, preparations and all that.
No problem at all.
Yeah, thank you so much for being part of the show. From me, Cecilia Morogbe, it's bye for now. Up next on Channels Television, it's Business Morning.